Hey everyone, it's Fatty and I'm back with another Phantom video sub guy. What you might be hearing in the background, that's my dog Charlie playing with his squeaky toy. So yes, you might be hearing those squeaky noises in the back. In case you're wondering what that is me. Anyway, so today we are talking about the Nike Kobe 6 Protro Grinch that is releasing on Footsites tomorrow, Thursday. What is tomorrow? It's Christmas Eve. Thursday, December 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. Releasing on FootLocker and also FootLocker Canada. So basically the video, Sturdy wanted me to say this, so Sturdy, you got a shout out here. All you need to do is just change the SKU as per all my other videos. But for those of you that's going to watch all the way through, actually if you watch all the way through while listening to squeaky noise in the background, you guys are truly legends. But if you just want to watch through, I will take you through the whole thing. So when you first launch Phantom, right now on version 0.52, what you're gonna see is up here at the very top you have all your different stores, right? So obviously for tomorrow we're just looking at FootLocker and FootLocker Canada. I mean you know the stock is extremely low. I think for FootLocker alone you're looking at just a little over 3,000 give or take. But yep, FootLocker, click on region. If you're running for the US, you run US. If you're running for Canada, CA is your friend. Alright, so for me, gonna go US. And then basically there's two different SKUs, right? There's a men's size and there's a kid size. So what you need to know is for men's sizes, you're only going to be selecting sizes 7.5 all the way to a whopping 14. All right, 7.5 all the way to 14. That you want to use the men's SKU. If you're running for kid size or babe size, basically 4 all the way through 7, you want to use a kid SKU. All right, so if you use the men's SKU but you use a size 4, size 4.5, it's not gonna pick up, or it's gonna say size not found because it's gonna be a different SKU. So vice versa. All right, so let's just say we're gonna run for the men's size. So I got my SKU here. Size wise, again, like you said, it has to be 7.5 all the way through a size 14. So let's say, hey, I want to do it size 7. I can do that here. If I want to say, hey, you know what, just run me any random size. Click on random, that's what it's going to do. Or if you want to say, hey, I just want to cop sizes 10 and above, that just be 10, 10.5, 11, 11.5, 12, 13, 14. Basically, all you need to know is just have a comma in between each sizes. If you run a full size, no period. If you run a half size, make sure you have that 0.5 in there. All right. Quantity, this is basically what it sounds. How many different tasks do you want me to create? So for this one, and this is just an example, right? If you're asking why am I running 5, it's just an example. You don't have to do 5. You can do just 1. You can do 10. You can do 100. Do whatever you want to. But for this example, it's gonna be 5. Profile. So I can either say, hey, run a specific profile. So for this one, test 1, run just that profile for me. Or since I have 5 profiles and I don't want to create 5 different tasks, I could say, hey, use all my profiles, and what it's gonna do is create this task for me using every single one. All right, ignore PayPal checkout. Obviously you guys know PayPal checkout was a thing not too long ago, but they actually took it away. And we do know that it no longer works on the back end, so do not use PayPal checkout. Do not use PayPal checkout. If you do, you're probably not going to cop. Just FYI. Alright, proxy list. This one, if you use none, basically that what it does is it uses localhost, which is your local IP, your real IP. If you use default list, then basically it's the proxy that you put in the list if you haven't actually created separate groups. And then here is where you do your different groups, right? These are bad example, proxy 1, proxy 2, but say for example you have residentials and you have data center and you want to separate the two, this is where you would do so. Or if you have different providers and you want to separate them into groups, that's kind of where you do it too. Alright, that's it. Click create. So what this does is it's going to create for me the men's size, right? From sizes 10 to 14, it's going to do 5 tasks each. Alright, so 5 tasks with my test 1 profile, 5 tasks with my test 2 profiles, and so forth. So if I click here, As you can see, I have 25 tasks. So that's for the men's sizes. If I were to do kid sizes, really simple. Swap out the SKU, as Stewie would say, and this would not work, right? Because again, kid sizes only run from sizes 4 to 7. So if I want to just 5, 5.5, and 6, just these three sizes, again, what it does is it's gonna choose at random one of these sizes. That's all it really does. But at least this way, it's the sizes that you want. Same deal for everything else. Click create, and here you go at the bottom right here. All right. So that's really it. And then in terms of the other details that you need to know, cookies, you don't need cookies. Leave the cookies to me. I don't want all the cookies, like actual cookies. Like, give me some homemade soft chewy chocolate chip cookies. Actually, I'll eat any cookies. You guys know this. But anyways, in terms of cookies for Footsites, yeah, no cookies needed. All that's done on the back end. I'm pretty sure we create about 169,000 plus cookies per site. So that's that. In terms of delay, again, same thing. Low to mid, you want 1500 to 5000 ms. That's based on what you want. In terms of when, God, I can't talk tonight. Sorry about that. When to run the task, you want to start about 15 minutes before it goes live. Proxies, again, excuse me, Datacenter or Residential both work. Really up to you whether you want to, split it. Do a little Datacenter, do a little residential. Don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Again, if you have been doing this for a long time, then you know what works. You know what works. Stick with it. You're good to go. But if you're kind of newer or you haven't really been cooking lately, and you're still trying to figure out that setup, try both. See what works. If Datacenter works better for you, if residential works better for you, and also see which provider works better for you. Right? There's so many different types. You have ISP, you have regular Virginia and New York and Chicago, proxies, Datacenter proxies, etc. There's just so many different types. So just, use what works best. All right. And that's really it. Super simple, super limited release. You're looking at just a little over 3,000 stock for FootLocker. I'm not exactly sure for FootLocker Canada. Yeah, and everything else is pretty much straightforward. Alright guys, let me know if you guys have any questions. Drop some comments in the comment section below. I will try to answer them as best as I can before the drop. And that's it. Alright guys, catch you later. Bye.